Hey guys, welcome back to the repair bench. Today I'm working on this Onkyo CP116A. This is a custom repair that was brought in because it's having speed issues on the turntable. The belt is fine, so the motor is the most likely culprit. I'm first going to inspect the turntable, then make the necessary repairs so we can get it back to the customer. So let's get started. I'm using a strobe disc to check if the turntable is spinning at the correct speed. For this, you'll need a light source that's connected to the mains voltage. The strobe disc must match the utility frequency. For us here in the United States, that's 60 Hz. When the turntable is spinning at the correct speed, the lines will appear to be still, with very minimal drift or none at all. Most strobes have one for 33 and 45. Some others have 78 and others also have 16. As long as you have the strobes for the speeds that your turntable has, it should be a piece of cake. This turntable uses a DC motor, so adjusting the speed is necessary, especially since we're replacing it with a brand new one. I'm taking off the cartridge because I don't want the needle to get damaged. Now, we'll unhook the belt and remove the platter. I need to take out the screws in the old motor and unscrew the bottom. I'm using a heat gun to heat up the pulley. It makes it easier to remove the metal pulley because it softens and loosens the glue. I have to use the original pulley so that the speed is correct. And now, we're going to take it out while trying not to burn myself. Here we go, just like that. Then, I just stick that pulley into the new motor. Now I need to connect the wires from the new motor to the board. It's color coded, so I just have to match up the red, blue, black, and yellow wires. Easy peasy. Using my desoldering gun, I'm loosening the wires from the old motor. Once they're all desoldered, I simply slip out the wires. Now that those are out, I'm slipping the wires from the old board into the new motor here. Again, the color coding order is based on the board. Now I'll grab the soldering gun and solder all the points of the wires here. And that's what it looks like with the new motor installed. And now I'll have to flip this again. Need to get the holes lined up, and there we go. That lined up perfectly. It's a one-on-one fit. I'm just screwing those 3 screws back in. I'm using a DC 12-volt motor. Make sure you check the voltage of the motor that you're replacing it with the one that was on the original. This motor is based on a Mabuchi design, which was very common in many turntables that use a DC motor. So this one should be a pretty reliable one, as it's based on a Japanese design. Only the best parts for our customers. And now let's make sure that it spins. Yep, we got action. And now I gotta calibrate the speeds. We'll be off to the races soon. And now I'll be putting the platter and belt back on now. This is just to see how fast it spins at the current stage. Alright, let's do this. I'm adjusting the trimmers to adjust the speed. I need to keep an eye on the strobe. I just have to figure out how to keep this motor running. You know what? I'm going to do this from the other side because it'll be a lot easier so I could see how the strobe is doing. I'm working on the 33 side right now. The strobe is going pretty steady, much better than it was before. Alright, let's check out the 45. Using that strobe disc to adjust the speed does take time and practice, but once you get into the groove, it's easy. And it's slowly getting there, much closer to what we're looking for. Let's do a little more tuning for the 33 side once more. And there we go, ready to put back together. And now I'll hook the belt back on, replace the counterweight, and plug it back in. Alright, let's see. Notice the difference from before? It's almost there. I still need to adjust the speed a little more. I can do it from the underside now, at least, since it's just a minor adjustment. That's 45. And now we're going to go back to 33 until we get this one looking steady too. And there we go. That's a lot better. You can see that the strobe is stable. Now look at that. That's what we want. And now I'm actually going to play a record as a final test.
In the static, needle touching the groove, Spence radio.
Perfect. That's exactly what we were going for.
Golden age vibes where the classics improve.
Always do a second test with a different album just to be sure. You can't be too careful when it comes to repairing vintage tech. Awesome. It looks and sounds amazing, doesn't it? Thank you for sticking with us until the end. We offer repair services like this for vintage audio and video equipment. If you're interested, please check out our website, SpenCertified.com. We'll put a link to the repairs page in the description below. Be sure to also like and subscribe if you haven't yet. See you next time.